Hey guys, welcome to Dragon's Cave. My name's Karen. I'm having another go with the bubble frog. I've got myself some glue. Hopefully this will do what I need. Um, I've also, because my normal resin is very low viscosity, and I think that didn't help much with my last attempt. So I bought this little cheap set off Temu. It's a 1-to-1 resin, so it is thicker. I've mixed up around about 30 grams. Sorry about that noise. Lorries going past. Um, so yeah, I've mixed up about 30 mils, which should be more than enough for this. I'm just going to put a very tiny amount of this red interference powder in here. I only want it to be very, very slightly coloured. I'd really love to get some of the Aurora ones, but out of my budget at the minute. I'm not used to working with such a thick resin. It's full of micro bubbles, and the powder doesn't really want to mix in, but it'll get there in a second. We're almost there. Okay, that seems to be it. Looks like it's all mixed in. Okay, so I'm going to pour. I've already put my eyes in the frog. I'm going to just that amount in now because I do need room for the bubbles. See if I can get this lid off here. Yeah, that was easy. Oops. So, unfortunately, I'm out of bottles with them. I'm making a mess everywhere I go. Didn't put the lid on that properly. I am out of bottles with the micro needles. Well, I've got one, but not much use, is it? Okay, so I'm going to try with the pipette and see how well I get on with that, or otherwise. I'm just going to hold this over here so that the air bubbles come out. Let's give that a go, shall we? I've got more air than glue in there, I think. Trying to sit down so that I can see what I'm doing here. Entirely possible I should have left the resin to thicken up a little more, but the glue is all up in the tip of the pipette, which is really not useful. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that appears to have done something like, oh look, I really need to get some more micro needle bottles. I'm being very careful to wipe the pipette off before I stick it into the glue. It is a very thick glue, but again, it looks like it's rising to the surface. We will do what we can do. It's quite hard to tell from the angle I'm at how big or otherwise these bubbles are. think some of them are going to be way too big, but I will get the theory right eventually. I'll get there if it kills me. And at this rate, it may well do. Okay, I'm not going to put too many more in now. As I say, I'm just testing the theory. A couple up in the head, smallish ones, hopefully. Well, at least they don't appear to be running together, which is a bonus. I see spaces up there. Okay, so I think I should leave it at that. Stop messing. And cross everything that this works. When this layer is set, I will be back with the next one. See you later. Hey guys, back again. Now the bubbles of glue did rise to the surface, so I've put a very, very thin layer of UV on there just to seal that. The next layer, I'm just going to use the red interference again, but I'm going to put a bit more in it this time. Quite a bit more, actually. I don't want it to be totally opaque, but want it to be less transparent than the first layer. I've switched back to my usual resin for this one because I'm not going to be putting any more bubbles in this layer. So I'm back to the 2:1 resin Pro Eye crystal. Mixed in pretty well. It's not, you can't really tell, can you? It's not totally opaque, but it's not anywhere near as transparent as the first layer. I'm just going to chuck this in, and I will be going in again with a final layer. Hopefully I've sealed all that glue in properly so it doesn't do anything weird. So I'm going to leave it at that. There's enough space in there for a decently thick back coat. I could have done with putting a little bit more in, but it's okay. It's fine. So I will see you for the next layer. See you in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back. I've got some resin mixed up here. I'm just going to go in with some white mica powder for the backing, but because his legs are pretty plain, I'm going to pop a bit of this opal flake in as well. Ooh, I need a clean spoon for that. Probably should have just painted this onto the legs before putting the resin on, but we'll see what happens when it's all mixed up. So you can actually see, sort of, let's mix it in a bit better. Got quite a few lumps of powder in there. Hopefully you can see the opal flake in there, or will be able to when it's poured anyway. I think we're pretty well mixed in. I'm just going to give it a quick spritz of isopropyl alcohol. we go. That seems to be done. Oh, there's my tissue. Tissue. Okay, let's get this poured. Again, I can see I've got the bubble running all the way down here. And this has happened a few times now. And I just don't know why it's happening. Maybe I'm pouring the resin too thick. Don't really want to. It does seem to have a clear run down there, but poured too much in there to be able to fiddle with it too much, unfortunately. I should have noticed that before I started pouring, and then I might have been able to do something about it a bit better. Just trying to tease the bubbles up. Get up there. There you go. No, he's definitely going to need a little bit of TLC after he's set. Okay, I've got it down to about here, but the bubble actually runs right down. Oh, and he's going to have a beard. I don't know how well you can actually see the opal flake on the top. I can see it in the flesh, as it were, but I don't think it's showing up very well on camera. But hopefully when he comes out of the mold, you'll be able to see it okay. Just this down into the toes. A little bit of encouragement. Don't want to top it completely off because I need to move him over onto the heat mat. And I am quite clumsy and I will spill if it's completely full. Just as well I work in the garage because the amount of resin I've dripped on the floor is not really funny. If I'd done that in the house, my husband would be very, very upset with me. Okay, it's getting there. It's moving down. Okay, so he's full enough for the moment. So I'm going to move him over, finish topping him off. I'm going to separate the resin from the mold if I keep pushing, so I'm just going to leave it. Pop him over in the heat mat, finish topping him up, and I will be back for the demold. See you later. Hey guys, Bubbly Frog is ready to come out of the mold now. Yeah, you should be able to see the opal flake on the screen. I hope you can. It's not a massive amount in there, but again, I've got a bubble just here, which is weird. Let's see how easy or otherwise he is to get out. If it's going to get stuck, it always seems to be on the shoulders, or whatever this part is here. Once you've broken that part, not broken it, but broken the seal, the head generally comes out pretty easily. It's just getting that bit away there. Come on. Let's do it that way. Okay. So, you can probably see the bubble there. It's not too bad. A little bit of UV should fix that. So, cross your fingers. Oh no, actually, that did not turn out that badly at all. Still not fantastic, but I'm not totally disappointed. I'll try and get some pictures for you to see the bubbles better. But yeah, overall, it's actually worked better than I had anticipated that it would. So I'll get some pictures, I'll tidy them up a bit, get some pictures for you, and I will see you for the next Froggy Friday. Bye.